So today we are going to paint our clay house. So right now it's Bisqueware, so it's been fired in the kiln once, and it's, as you can hear, hard, and it's like glass. So when you come up to pick it up, your project, make sure you're carrying it with two hands, because if you drop it, it will shatter and break. And then after you get your project, you're gonna need a paper towel. You can get your brush or brushes, water cup for your table, and then once everyone gets their projects back, I'll come around with the paint. So a little helpful hint with the paint, especially the yellow and the white, they get really messy fast. So I just add a little water to my brush and kind of rub just kind of an area you know you wanna work with. And then that will clean it for you. Go back to the water if you need to. And the yellow, kind of rinse, cleaning in a little section. And the reason why you don't do the whole thing, because it would take too long. But just enough that you can have some clean paint, okay? Now, I chose two different brushes for my project, but you can choose, whatever you want. I'm going to make a greenhouse, because why not? And my brush is a little large, but it should be fine for this background area. And then you go back into the color. Now, if this is not like a dark enough color, the key is just rubbing the paint and the temper cakes and the water brush together a little bit more. Going around. Go back into the water. So this process will take a while. Most of you will finish today, but if you don't, see I need a little smaller one. If you don't finish today, I will give you another class time to work on this. So I don't want you to rush through your project, and if you do finish it, you will be taking it home. But if you don't finish it, you'll be taking it home as well, just not today. So I'm just painting this. Now, you don't have to paint the back of this one, but I would for sure paint the sides, okay? Because it will make the front look a lot nicer if you paint the sides. So I'm just gonna paint all this in here with my green shade. At this point too, I make sure I have it all covered where I want the green to be. Once you like that, you can move on to the next color. So my next color, I'm gonna do the window boxes. So I'm gonna use the brown. I may add some black to it. And I want this to be a lot darker. So this, you notice I'm rubbing my brush into that paint a little bit more. So it's a darker shade of brown. And get more. I'm gonna kind of hold it up. And anything you did not make or include last time with the paint, or I'm sorry, with the clay, you can paint on today. So if I didn't have a window box and I wanted one, I could paint one on. And I kind of go around here, the flowers. I'm just taking my time. I am not racing. Now, I will give you a warning when we're getting close to like the 5 minute left, the 5 minute marker, so that you have plenty of time, okay? So I'm gonna do the window boxes, I'm gonna do the roof, I'm gonna use the brown, definitely gonna use some black with that brown. I'm holding it, keeping my brush as steady as possible, going in there. And this is also important, that the green area is dry before I do this. If it's like super duper shiny, then I would give it a minute or two to dry. And that's the nice thing about this paint is it does dry super fast. So I made a mistake, but you know what? I am not worried. I can always fix that later. Just like I did before with my green, I'm gonna paint the sides. Dipping my brush in as I need more paint. See how that's a little bit more clear, so I'm just gonna go back in. I shouldn't say clear, I should say more translucent. brush. I probably should have moved to my large brush again. But this is okay. It's all working out for us. And then just take your time and paint everything on. And if you have a little mistake like that, one way you can do it is add a little bit of just water, and it kind of erases it. You can use also a little paper towel and dry it. And then remember, before I paint green again, I want to make sure that that is dry, okay? And then I'll keep painting everything else. And when you're finished with it, you're going to get a paper towel, write your name on it with crayon or colored pencil, and set your project on top of it so that I can wrap it up for you.